Get ready to boost your portfolio, as NorthFlow Finance AI just uncovered 5 explosive TSX stock signals that are screaming buy. Let's dive in and explore these game changers. We're kicking off our top 5 TSX stock signals with GSKR.V, which just flashed a very intriguing MA golden cross with a significant volume surge. This signal suggests a potential shift in the stock's trajectory, and we're going to dive into the details. The current price of $3.49 is where our analysis begins. The MA golden cross is a powerful indicator, and when combined with a volume surge of nearly 300%, it's definitely worth our attention. The RSI is sitting at 51.5, which puts it squarely in neutral territory, indicating that while there is some momentum building, the stock is not yet overbought or oversold. This neutral RSI reading suggests that there's still room for the stock to run, and the volume surge tells us that investors are starting to take notice, with a significant increase in conviction. The volume surge is a key component here, as it indicates that investors are not only buying in but doing so with conviction. This volume change is unusual activity, and it might signal that institutional investors are starting to take a closer look at GSKR.V. A volume surge of this magnitude can be a sign of a broader shift in sentiment. Gold Sky Resources recently made some key appointments to their leadership team, including a new CFO and SVP of exploration, which could be a sign that the company is gearing up for its next phase of growth. This move could be a positive catalyst for the stock, and it's worth keeping an eye on how the market reacts to this news. Viewers should watch for a continuation of this upward momentum, with key levels to watch being the stock's ability to hold above its recent highs. A break above these levels could signal a significant move higher. Now let's move on to our next pick. We're taking a closer look at Onyx Corporation, a stock that's just triggered a very interesting signal, a moving average golden cross with a significant volume surge. This is a technical indicator that suggests a potential shift in momentum, and it's definitely caught our attention. The golden cross is a bullish signal that occurs when the short-term moving average crosses above the long-term moving average, and in this case, it's happening at a price of $112.37. The Relative Strength Index, or RSI, is currently at 54.0, which puts it in neutral territory, suggesting that there's still room for momentum to build. The volume surge of 222.8% is particularly noteworthy, as it indicates a significant increase in investor conviction. This surge in volume tells us that investors are becoming more confident in the stock's prospects, which could be a powerful catalyst for further growth. This volume change is unusual activity, and it might signal that institutional investors are taking notice of Onyx Corporation. A surge of this magnitude can be a sign of a larger trend emerging, and it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. Notably, there's been some recent insider activity, with a key executive increasing their stake in the company by nearly a third. This vote of confidence from someone with intimate knowledge of the company's operations is certainly a positive sign, and it could be a factor in the stock's recent momentum. Viewers should watch for a continued increase in volume and a potential break above the current price level. A move above this level could signal a new uptrend, so it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. Now let's move on to our next pick. We're looking at Dominion Diamond Mines, trading on the TSX as DML.TO, and it's flashing a very interesting signal, a moving average golden cross, accompanied by a significant volume surge. This is a stock that's definitely worth paying attention to, especially given the current market conditions. The price is sitting at $4.61. The moving average golden cross is a bullish signal, indicating that the short-term trend is now above the long-term trend, which could suggest a potential upward momentum shift. With an RSI of 48.2, we're in neutral territory, not overbought or oversold, so there's still room for momentum to build. The current price and this RSI reading together suggest that the stock has been consolidating and may be ready for a move. The volume surge of nearly 200% is also very telling, as it indicates a significant increase in investor conviction and participation. This surge in volume tells us that investors are taking notice of this stock and are starting to build positions. This volume change is unusual and could signal that institutional investors are starting to take an interest in the stock. A surge of this magnitude doesn't happen often, so it's definitely worth investigating further. Recently, Foremost Clean Energy announced plans to target growth in the Athabasca region, following success at Hatchet Lake Uranium, which could have a positive impact on the uranium sector as a whole, and by extension, Dominion Diamond Mines. This news could be contributing to the increased interest in the stock. Viewers should watch for a potential breakout above the current price level, and also keep an eye on the volume to see if this surge is sustained. Key levels to watch will be the previous resistance points, and a move above these could signal a significant uptrend. Now let's move on to our next pick. We're taking a closer look at OceanaGold, listed as OGC on the TSX, which has just triggered a very interesting signal, a moving average golden cross, paired with a significant volume surge. This is a powerful combination that can indicate a potential shift in the stock's trajectory. As we dive into the details, it's clear that this signal is worth exploring further. The golden cross signal is particularly noteworthy, as it suggests that the shorter-term moving average has crossed above the longer-term moving average, indicating a potential uptrend. With the current price sitting at $36.64 and the RSI at 41.2, we're seeing a neutral momentum reading, not overbought, not oversold, but rather poised for potential movement. The volume surge of 175.8% is also a key factor here, as it indicates strong investor conviction and interest in the stock. This level of volume activity can be a powerful catalyst for further price movement. This volume change is certainly unusual, and it may signal that institutional investors are starting to take notice of OceanaGold. The significant increase in trading activity could be a sign of growing interest in the stock, which could potentially drive prices higher. Recent analysis has been focusing on OceanaGold's valuation, particularly after the stock experienced some weakness in its share price. This has led to a re-evaluation of the company's worth, and potentially, a buying opportunity for investors. Viewers should watch for continued volume activity and monitor the stock's ability to hold above key support levels. A sustained move above these levels could be a strong indication of further upside potential. Now let's move on to our next pick. We're looking at Stantec, trading on the TSX as STN, and it's caught our attention with a pretty significant signal, a moving average golden cross, accompanied by a substantial volume surge. This is a powerful combination that suggests a potential shift in momentum for the stock. The current price is sitting at $150, a relatively strong level. The golden cross signal is particularly interesting here, as it indicates that the short-term moving average has crossed above the long-term moving average, a bullish sign. With an RSI of 53.5, we're seeing a neutral reading, which suggests that there's still room for momentum to build. The volume surge of 73.2% is also telling us that investors are starting to take notice, and conviction is building. This level of volume is a strong sign that institutions may be getting involved, which could be a significant catalyst for the stock. This volume change is certainly unusual, and it might signal that institutional investors are starting to take a closer look at Stantec. A surge like this can often be a sign that a stock is on the verge of a breakout. Recent analysis suggests that despite Stantec hitting a 52-week low, many experts believe it's a good time to buy, which could be a contrarian view that pays off. This sentiment is likely contributing to the renewed interest in the stock. Viewers should watch for a continuation of this volume surge, and a break above key resistance levels. A strong close above $105 could be a significant sign of further upside. That wraps up our final pick for today. Don't forget to subscribe for daily TSX signals. Thanks for watching NorthFlow Finance. Don't forget to subscribe, and remember, this is not financial advice. Consult a professional before making any investment decisions.